Howdy folks, how are we getting on today? Let me see if my microphone's working. Oh, it looks like it is. My green screen seems to be working as well. I think I need to change my camera position a little. That looks good, that's looking good. We have an interesting problem today. My chat did not open, and I don't know how to force it to do so. Window. View, toggle full screen. No. Help. Cannot tell it to open chat. So I had to open it separately. Hopefully I'll not miss any chat messages. How is everybody this morning? Let's see if we go here. We do have one viewer. That's good. So it does look like I'm streaming. It's not just a big glitch and everything's broken. So we have done a bunch of stuff recently. I don't know if anybody saw me, was it last weekend or the weekend before? I did a Secret Saturday stream, which was a lot of fun. And the last time we were here on my weekly stream during the day, it was more, it was earlier on a Thursday, so I've moved to a Friday. Hopefully that works for people. Let's go and have a look. The last thing we did was we were working on our front-end mentor thing. I'm going to mark that as complete. Boom! Completed. I don't know if that popped up in the chat or anything. But we've done it. We've created a rock, paper, scissors, ember.netlify.app. And it's just a simple little game. You pick one. Hey, and I won, and I got a point. Fantastic. Let's see if I can get 3 in a row. Nope, it's a draw. So what I'm probably going to do, I'm probably going to leave it there as is for now. And if enough people want me to, I will start adding extra stuff. Like we discussed rock, paper, scissors, lizard, Spock as an extra thing. And also maybe a network play option. That would be pretty cool. So you can challenge your co-workers to a rock, paper, scissors. That would be pretty cool. What I will do is I'll probably create that as a challenge. Build something from front-end mentor. I'm going to archive that challenge. I'm going to add myself a new community challenge. Add lizard and Spock to CISOR's scissors. And I'll add that as 10,000 community points. Cool. Number of days. All of them. As many as I can pick. Create. Start. And then we can worry about the next feature that we'll add to it later. So that's community channel points. Somewhere down in the chat, wherever that is. But the thing that we're doing today is we are working on large emoji for our overlay. Just bring up our dashboard for our passcode. Why? If this is going to work. Previous task item. It is amazing. Even when the iPad has been asleep for at least a couple of days. Find some space on this desk of mine and put this here. Fantastic. So we have already had a community challenge, a channel points thing succeed recently, which was large emotes for the overlay. So essentially what we want is if I go in here and I do a relate Rodney. Is that going to work? So we have this guy down here. And that's a very small emoji, if you ask me. And in fact, it is pretty much the same as it would be in text. In text. And then a relate Rodney. It's about the same size as the text, really, which is not what we're hoping for. What we want is for that to just be a giant emoji. So we're going to go in and do some overlay development. And how are we going to do that? Interesting, because this is going to cause lots of things to explode, because we're going to be doing the actual overlay while we're running it for the stream, which is fine. It's fine. I don't see a problem with it. Let me see. What do we have? We have chat item, chat box. Chat box. Let's have a look. So we do have a local host. I think it's 4300. There we go. This is our overlay, and I'm going to do myself a relate Rodney in here so I can go and inspect it. Okay, what is this? Inspect. It's interesting because I do have a gray background in here, but y'all don't have that. Border, scale holder, message, so message, right message, inner, then we have an image. Essentially what we probably want to do is have that as like by 30. Let's try 60. Can't, what? Why is it not doing width and height 60? Rendered size 32. Min height? There we go. So essentially we just want to do something like that, where the size of it gets blown up. 60 by 60 is like 80. 60 by 60 is kind of okay. It's interesting because if we get too big, I think it might fall at the bottom. So if I do this, then we'll see. Yeah, well, maybe 80 by 80 should be fine. We'll see how tall that looks on screen. So essentially, what we want to do is we need to have some sort of class in here for the message, right message. That's like, if there's only emoji in there, just make it big, you know? How big is the actual image anyway? It's probably good enough. So chat item. Hello, Captain Skydiver. Welcome, welcome. Are you implying that I need to be a detective to find where this thing is? I hope so. So really, this is all it is. In a chat item, if we know... Oh, here we go. Your sub... Ah, see, this is interesting. Did you just resub now? Why didn't it tell me that? don't even see it on Twitch. I think Twitch might be having some issues. Yeah, even with Prime Sub, it doesn't matter. It tells me that like a new sub has happened and it should like show up on the screen. I don't know. We'll see. See, I have a look in the list here and it says that the Lox's one showed up, but we'll see. Mini feed. Yeah, it's not even in the mini feed. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe it's just slow. Maybe it's having one of those days. Maybe it's a Friday feeling. Maybe the system doesn't like you. I like you, and that's all that matters. So, the thing that we're trying to figure out here is this message HTML, borrowed with love from this thing. So, essentially, I just want to know if anything I want to know if there's any text in here other than images. So really it's just going to be get is emoji only, and I just want to strip HTML. I wonder if there's like an easy way to strip HTML. Huh. Text content. So really that's it. Yeah, that's interesting. So we're just going to create a temp div. Oh, come on. This dot message HTML. Come on. Oh, I don't need to do it as a getter. And return temp.text content dot what's the word when you is it strip? What do you do to like remove spaces from strings? Prune? Sanitize? No, just the ones at the beginning of the trim. Trim's the one I wanted. Trim. And that's it. It's really just like that length greater than 0. Is emoji only is when the trimmed text is only 0. And then we just want a write message if is emoji only emoji AMOJI only as a class. And then we want where's my styles? Styles. Chat box, I guess. Write message. So like And then it should refresh. Oh, it doesn't need to refresh because it's just CSS. Oh, didn't work. Inspect. Where are we? No, it's this one. Right message. Enter. So message, right message doesn't have what we expect it to have. Oh, we don't need hashtag if. Whoops. Yeah, so I had a syntax error. Whoopsie. Let's try that again. No. Still no. Inspect. Do we think? Okay, so we've got something there. Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look in our chat box, chat item, and we'll do a little debugger just to make it nice and fun. So what do we got? Undefined. This dot message. Oh my god, did I spell the HTML wrong? Yeah. You just can't get the staff these days. Oh, I'm watching my own stream. That's probably not a great idea if I'm on unlimited bandwidth. Let's try again. Relate Rodney. Enter. Okay. Text content. Let's just push play and see if it's bigger. No, why are you not bigger? Scale holder. Emoji only. Woohoo! So my emoji only image. What? What? My CSS. That's wrong. So emoji only works. So right message. Oh, come on. That's a funky tune, if ever I heard one. Scale holder, emoji only. What am I? Oh, there's no right there. This is all copy paste bloody code. Hey, fantastico. Min 80 pixels because I don't know why it's not doing. Woohoo! Wowza. That's a big Rodney. Now, one thing I was curious about while we're still here, I don't know why. Huge. I don't know why this isn't like the top. Is it big enough? Because I don't see what the stream is like. Does that look good on the stream essentially? The thing that I'm trying to figure out here is why meta. If I just make it height. No. Do that. That looks better. Scale holder. Okay, so that's interesting. So I don't like that that has kind of like gone off the bottom. I think we want to kind of have a max height of these the chat message, maybe. So pretty. We're gonna do max 200 pixels, 100 pixels. No, not gonna work anyway. That doesn't work. Why? The footer needs a max height? Work. That's interesting. Why is that doing that? Oh, that's interesting. Why is increasing the footer size making my chats smaller? Oh, because it's based on the bottom. Okay. Okay. So should have a height that is exactly that space that I need. So how do I do this? I need to make sure that it's a 1080p size, which I can do, which is 90. No, it's 1080. 1080. Big age. Okay. So close to 1080. I could like put in a size, but I guess I could if I did it as like the this thing, and you can define sizes. So why is that? What did we have before? It was 130 EX. So what we should probably do is figure out what the thing is. So what's the size of that? Display capture is what? I don't know how big that is. It's 100 well, it has to be 130. So 120 will give us. We can do bottom like 10 or something. Why won't you let me edit the number? 10 pixel. 20 pixel. So now we have a. See, it's not kept inside the. Probably don't need a margin first of all. Padding's probably a bit big. Yes, we'll do that. So what did we do? We did change the bottom 10, and we'll leave this as 130. Is that good? Does that work? So footer, bottom 10, and then we'll remove margin from the chat message. Oh, we need to do a Pomodoro break. Just don't need a margin. And then we can change the app footer bottom 10 and 30. What? Oh, 10px. Interesting. Oh, that looks good. Now we just have to know what happens when you do a Rodney explosion. So there's an overflow, but that's okay. Same problem. And if we do a Rodney and text remains small. Nice one. I think that's pretty good. Ship it. Let's run to our Pomodoro break. So, how is everybody today? It's a very different time for me. It feels weird doing sessions like this in the afternoon. I am well, I said I was going to start doing ads during these breaks so that people don't get pre-rolls. So I'm going to do an ad now. Somebody's saying something. No, they're not. I'll do a quick ad. Pre-roll ads are disabled for 21 minutes. Cool. So for those of you who are left, you are not seeing an ad either because of your country or because you are a subscriber, which is nice. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Yeah, it's interesting as well to get back into the swing of like normal open source development here instead of the front end mentor work that we've been doing. It was good, but just a bit off the beaten path, let's say. Let me commit all my stuff here. Yeah. I'm doing large emoji. Anybody following me on GitHub, you'll see the code for my overlay if anybody wants to see it and play with it and mess with it. Don't know how useful it would be. Not the best of overlays. There's other people out there with better overlays by far. Oh, excuse me. I could probably do with a coffee, to be honest. Oh yeah. Nice. I'll get a coffee after this before my hour and a half of meetings. Open source meetings, mind you. Which is nice. Let's go. And while I'm here, let's go into our channel points again. And let's mark that as complete. Because we did it. And then we can archive that challenge. We can have a quick look at my overlay on GitHub. Mansona is my GitHub if anybody's interested. I'll share the link to the actual overlay now in a second. Boop-de-boo. Repositories. Ooh, there's too many here. 252. Palindrome. Beautiful. Here's the overlay if anybody's interested, but there are issues on there. Large emotes, if they're the only thing in the message. We did this today on stream. Ta-da! Goes with comment. What other feature requests? Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. I don't know which one to do. I'm gonna do one which is interesting. I'll put the next one up as a challenge, community challenge. If I do Relate Rodney now, we get the same looking thing down there, but it doesn't have the code that we just did, and it doesn't persist like the other ones. Kind of fades away, which is fine maybe, but I would like to implement that kind of a vertical one. Hi, it's like stacked on top of each other. I'd like to implement that vertical one with the same chat that we have for the side. Hi. So I'm going to create that one as my next community challenge. Add a new community challenge. It's called use overlay chat for the break screen. And how big should that be? I think that we'll put 10,000 on that one for 30 days. I don't know if that's a big challenge. We shall see. Oh, actually, hold on. How much is this one? And edit. I don't know. I can't see. Computer's not really giving me what I want. Inflation. I can't edit it. What do you think the amount should be, Captain Skydiver? I need to have some sort of like price list for it's price. You know, it's community. It's what are they called? 150 channel points. They're free. Programming. Because you only have 150. Yeah, I think that's because your dearest other half has been the one logged in when you were streaming on the stream on the TV. I don't think they expire. I know very little about Twitch stuff, even though I'm here all the time. Right. Cool. So we've done our... Oh, I put it back to the large emoji, but I didn't... Yeah, you forgot about the TV. Let's do next task item. We've done the large emoji. Tick. Moving on. We're now going to move on to Ember API search. So, what does that mean? Let's close that. Let's go to api.emberjs.com. Let's have a look-see. This search up here. Apparently, there's a problem, which is for each. So if we were to click this, it works fine, but it's only working fine because the It's only working fine because we are on an older version deployed at the moment. Master is broken. And what we want to do, if we go to github.com, Ember learn, Ember API docs, boom. There is quite a large repo in here. And there's an issue that myself and Jen were pairing on not more than 44 minutes ago. We were trying to fix the search. Essentially, master brings you to this URL, but really it should bring you to this URL. So I'm going to write a test that checks that, and we'll find exactly what went wrong. How do we do that? Let's first move our good old iTerm to our screen that y'all can see. cd git open source Ember API docs, and let's git pull. Ooh. Yeah, let's. Do I have API docs? I don't. If I do a atom blah and then swap back, should open. Yeah, just a little bit delayed because I'm taxing my computer. Oh. So what's going on? What do we have? Ooh, packages on. Link to the future. Ooh, fancy. Don't care. Get ye gone. 2 months ago. Is that right? Master hasn't been released in 2 months. Okay, I guess. So let's have a look at our tests. Acceptance tests. Cool. There's no acceptance test for search. I want to do Ember G test search. And I hope. Oh. Ooh, into the future. What is the engine thing? Engines. You're kidding me, right? Sadness. Oh, I definitely need a coffee. Ooh-wee. Oh. Also, potentially turn off my notifications. Ding. Ding. Do not disturb. Wowza. Like I have not yarned in this repo in quite some time. Style guide Bootstrap. Wow. It's definitely out of date. Okay. Oh. More progress bars. Do we have a progress bars for the amount of progress bars that we have to go through? Creator dashboard. I'm just going to go quickly check that everything's good on the stream. The bitrate is good apparently. It's good news. Building fresh packages. Oh, Node SAS. Ugh. That's another thing about the API docs. Our new design system doesn't use SAS, which means that we don't have this Node SAS compiling problem anymore. Isn't Dart SAS like deprecated now? I can't remember which direction it was going. Shouldn't be using SAS at all. SAS is bad. Boo. Get out of here. There was a good non-native alternative. Yeah. Yeah, what's the best dependency is the dependency you don't have? I'm much more of a fan of post CSS these days, which is good. Oh, come on, Node SAS. Maybe I had it compiled for Node 14. To use, yeah, but I don't. I use post CSS, but not SAS compat essentially. Use it for the what's it called, the essentially the Babel or CSS thing, the one that gives you the features that are coming up in CSS, transpiles them or downpiles them, whatever the right phrase is these days. Yeah, I think I remember that. The one that's just SAS as a dependency. But doesn't Dart need to compile? No idea. Come on, Node SAS. Love an old progress bar. If you could spare one. Come on, Node SAS, you can do it. Dart compiles to JS. Interesting. So I was streaming on a Saturday, my Saturday streams, where I do authmaker stuff. And I don't do it on this computer. I do it on my personal computer, which is over here. I was using a HDMI capture card, which actually might be a good idea to do these streams on. Because even though the computer is much, much worse, the fact that you don't have to stream on the same computer as the work that you're doing speeds it up an awful lot. Hey, and it broke. Fantastic. Let us try something. I don't need to ignore engines anymore. Hopefully it won't don't need to compile. I could just download the binary this time around. Oh, it's going to build fresh packages. Waiting. Way much better. Right. Let's get going. There was a generate command that we wanted to do. Ember search. Filter equals search. Come on, folks. Cool. Search test. So, we have a search test. And what is this going to be? This is going to be something like ooh, the Lox has redeemed a do a Rust challenge on exorcism.org. I will do that presently. What I'll do is I will finish this Pomodoro, and then I will do the Rust challenge. And to try and not be too much of a pun, I'm a little bit rusty on Rust at the moment, because I haven't done any in a few weeks. My points, my rules! Would you like me to stop what I'm doing and do it right now? Searching for an Ember array function. And search. Gate proper. It's okay. So we're gonna go to thingy. We're gonna go here. Make sure it's the right one. Some components in there. And then we're gonna do this is my finish my tomato. I will finish my tomato. So we're going to go to development mode and we're going to do all the things. So first things first, let's see if there's something that we can do to identify the search. No. Here. Gross. Let's see. App templates application. ES header search input. So we do have a search input, which is a component, no doubt. Components search input. Oh, it's an old style component. I am fixing the API search bug. The first thing that I'm doing to fix the API search bug is to write a test. Nice. Okay, and then we're gonna go wait. Fill in. Huh? I've forgotten how to do it. Please work. Fill in with what was the test I was using for each? Okay, cool. And it responds. Is that a real response? Oh, that's not good. Right, we should fix that. Please tell me we have a mirage already. Please tell me we have mirage already. So, what? Anything in our tests that's actually hitting requests is actually hitting the real network? That doesn't seem like a good idea. Oh, that's pain. Why is that so painful? Ah, that's not good. Okay, well, I definitely don't want to introduce an Algolia copy link address. So we're going to have to introduce Ember CLI Mirage. Why do I have to be the one doing this? Makes me sad. Yeah. You can just do like pass through for most things. Apart from anything Algolia. We'll restart this. Because, yay. Serial users config. Don't say anything about pass through. Oh, what are you doing that for? Ember CLI Mirage. Fantastic. Read the docs. So now that we have this, that should now be working again. Restarted? It's building. Oh my words. Okay. That's fine. So now we need to make it not do that for copy link address. Mirage me. Right, See you, Captain Skydiver. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. What do we got? Query. Nice. Look at that big fella. So you just remove the query params, this whole thing? Expecting some sort of error. I'm worried that it's still making a request to that. Because I don't know. Okay, so first of all, let's check something. See if it, so how the query param thing works. Thing. I think I want to do just fix it. I don't care. Yeah, so I'm concerned that the search input, whatever it's doing, it's not using something that is being mocked appropriately. Search service. We have a search service that's different to an Algolia service. Okay. Because it's HTTPS. I don't think that matters from a mocking perspective. Algolia service, which is separate to the search service, because why not? Algolia search. So I'm wondering if we can do this differently. This.search. So what we could do is we could mock the search test in here. So we're always going to respond with the same thing. So const Algolia service equals this.owner lookup service Algolia, and then we can do equal. Frick, I don't know. God, prettier. You're so annoying. Perfect. So we don't need to worry about Mirage then for now, because essentially it's something inside the Algolia search that's not being mocked correctly with Mirage. Was it Pretenders the underlying the underlying technology? So the search turn. Let's try this. I think it might need to be in promise. Interesting. So the search is doing .search then results. Oh, so it's not a string, it's the actual object. It's okay. Ooh. Oh, we've run out of time. We need to add like a timer noise to that. Oh, come on, stop complaining at me. My word. What did I break? There we go. Okay, interesting. Oh, it is dot then. So search test, and then we can do async in here. Now it'll work. Hey, we mocked it. Yeah, buddy. Okay, Pomodoro. Pomodoro break time. And I'm going to run an ad. As I said, this running an ad stops pre-roll ads for a little while. So, any of you who are subscribers, or are lucky enough to be in a country that Twitch hasn't done any ad sales in yet, won't be getting an ad. And it's unfortunate because running one disables pre-roll for like 21 minutes. So it's like I do 25 minutes Pomodoros. If it was just a little bit longer, we could have no pre-rolls at all and only ads in the breaks. But alas, no bueno. Some executive probably decided that 21 minutes was the optimal money-making situation, so gotta deal with it, which is alright. I don't mind. Not a big deal. How is everybody today? How's your day going? Anything big happening on your Fridays? I'm just gonna quickly check Twitch to see twitch.tv and see if there's any. Be a sub, not a scrub. Yes, Locks. Although I do always say that you don't need to sub. This is free content. I put all of my stuff on YouTube. Oh, excuse me. Oh. On YouTube after this, so it's not going to be a big deal if you don't sub. Wow, there are a lot of people in the software and game development group at the moment. There's yeah, there's quite a lot of people with a lot of watchers. Ooh, White Panther. Yes, we do need to sync up on RFC stages. Next Friday? Or we'll do it some point next week. I'm usually getting a bit of time, like a half an hour or an hour at the end of the day when I've done all my work. If you want to have a chat. Wow, there's a lot of viewers in the software and game development right now. There's 2,000 viewers right now. Is that live? Wow, that's pretty cool. I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. Pretzel Rocks is quite expensive. Definitely compared to my my success on here. Like, they have a thing where you can't get a payout until you've reached a certain amount in your like account or whatever the right phrase is. And I have not reached that, and I will not reach that anytime soon. See, a lot of these people who are streaming like game development. I guess that's really the market. I get like 2 more viewers. I get like catapulted up the list. Oh, there's some people on here that I usually quite like to watch or have on in the background. So I'm wondering if my Friday stream is a bad stream. I'm doing 20% on Thursdays for a while so I can import projects into a client's monorepo on Fridays. No one is working. Yeah. We do, for anybody who doesn't know, the Locks and I are co-workers. So we both have 20% times. Well, you see, you say what's an hour for Sneaky OSS. Let me go back to the programming. I come in like a bit early and then stay very late, so I get like an extra hour anyway, in front of my desk. So it's not a Sneaky OS open source instead of actual work. It's real time that's after work, if that makes sense. So let's have a look. See, where are we? Let's do tests. We'll create a fixtures. Maybe we'll just rename that to JS and then export blah. But it will be export default blah. Then in our acceptance test, we can do import. Oh, you're right. Thank you. I would have totally and utterly forgotten about that. Exorcism time. I think I have it open. Yes, I do. Let me go. There's something I have to actually do in Twitch where I have to like channel points, rewards. Review my request queue. I should have that open. Hey. Okay, so exorcism. For those who don't know, exorcism is a exorcism.org is a exercise. What's this? Ooh, this is interesting. I can get mentored. How does this work? Get more mentoring when I... Ooh, this is interesting. Odd. Not right now. I will do that later. So let's go to the next exercise in Rust. I don't have a syllabus anymore. Ooh. Oh, this is interesting. They've changed it. Okay, let's go to enums basic. Let's run this. Pew, pew. Don't need you. You can go away. And we can go here, and we can go pew. Sublist. This is our task. Given two lists, determine if the first list is contained within the second list. The second list is contained within the first list. Both lists are contained within each other, or if none of these are true. A list. A list A. Oh, that's a bit odd. List A is a sublist of B. I tried to zoom in there. Didn't seem to work. Oh, let me zoom in. You. Zoom in. Oh, that's interesting. They've changed the zoom key. A list A is a sublist of list B if by dropping 0 or more elements from the front of B and 0 more elements from the back of B, you can get a list that's completely equal to A. I think that's a tip on what the solution might be. Yeah, it does say that this was enums, but I don't know why I would do this with enums. Oh, my phone is ringing. It is my mother. I have to tell her that I'm busy right now. Hello? Ah, that's very funny. My mum was calling me on a break from our work to see if I knew where to find a stream for a TV program. An Irish TV program, which is very funny. Okay. So I guess I probably need some help on this one. Not help. I want a tip. No tips. Just read me. What do I do? It's to say, okay. See, the other ones that I've been doing so far did have some tips on what to do. Actually, I'm going to open this up because this is quite useful when we're streaming. We can go ls, we can go rust, sub list. We can Cargo test. Can we see that? All right, is that big enough for y'all to see? Failure. Empty equals empty. Interesting. Okay, so let's have a look at our source. Ah, so that's what the enum is. So I don't understand the definition. Because there's a different way to describe a sublist, essentially. Essentially what we need to do is we need to get the first item in the first list. I've forgotten even how to do them in variables. Or like it's two loops, isn't it? Like you think of it as essentially, and then we have another list that is, let's just say this. Essentially, you want to loop over the first one where you check if the second one matches, and if it doesn't, you move forward until you find a match, and then you loop through each one to check if each one matches until you reach the end of the list, either list. And that would be a double loop way of doing it. That's maybe not the most efficient way of doing it. What they talked about though was like having, like they said specifically a list A is a sublist of list B by dropping 0 more elements. Well, you need to do equal, sublist, superlist, unequal. So you need to be able to compare both at the same time. So what they're talking about is different. Like if you have this as your first list, so first list, you take a copy of it without like you make a sublist, check if they're the same, make a sublist, check if they're the same, make a sublist, check if they're the same, make a sublist. Because it's partial equal, that's comparison. Derive partial equal. No. Interesting. Comparison returns a comparison. I don't know what this means. T. Oh yeah, T partial equal. So you can compare yeah, I was half a step ahead of you, Locks. Checking the docs for partial equal. It's a bit weird because it's not telling me a type of list that actually says like the length or anything like that. The lag betrayed you, it did. Paperback. Wow, that's interesting. Book formats to be compared to. I'm just really confused because I feel like that's what I'm saying, that I don't. Oh, this one's the array, isn't it? It's an array of type T. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay. That's the bit that I was confused. The first list is an array of type T. So essentially what I want to do is do a sub rust. I want a rust array. I want to see if I can do like sub a split. Split array. A slice, yes, of course. You're right. How do I get a slice off the array? Oh, it's this, isn't it? No, that's the other way. That's from... how do I get like a sub as slice? Yeah, I don't really fully understand slices. Essentially what I want to do is I want to try like getting a sub. Chat is annoying because of the... Yeah, that's some last... Because of the lag, you mean? This. That was an extra long delay for your chat. So this is what I want. I think what I want to do is take the hint from the description and I want to essentially... Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to check if they're equal. And we can get rid of this stuff. Then we're going to get a... Hey, passed. Error tests. What's going on? Test result 1. Okay. Because the first test is that they're equal. And then we have a first list. Check the readme again. Super list. A is a super list of B. So we'll check for sublists first. So, and then we want to so how do we do a for loop in? While I is less than I don't know what a normal for loop is. For text in blah. For n in... That's just the first one that I got to. Iterator loops for text in blah. Like if iterator gave me the index, that would be fine. Yeah. Nothing wrong with this, I'd say. So I want to do that. I'm doing an extra check, but that's not... Then I can do And then what do I do to do the ignored tests? What's this complaining about anyway? Didn't need parentheses. Okay, whatever. Fine, if you don't like parentheses, that's okay. I don't care. Yes, so my loop expression's broken because I'm stupid. Not stupid, you know what I mean. How do you do a for loop? Loop. Oh. I'm in the reference docs. This is the wrong thing. For loop. There we go. Educative. Do I have to do the dot blah? Okay, let's try that. Length is just len. Thank you. Let's try that. So this is the question. So they have this thing here in my slice where it's maybe I can just split it. I can just do don't care about left, right. Boom. Like I didn't know how to get directly to that from the syntax that it was giving me. Okay, and how do I do run the hidden lists? Yes, but how do I get to the second thing and oh dot one? Okay. So the tuple, okay. Syntax okay, and then help is this one, include ignore. So I suspect that I'll get sublists. Did I break? So the sublist at start and sublist at end. Oh yeah, so that's a sublist. Oh, I guess I could actually check the right or left because it's yeah, but it's so the problem that I have is not quite. I don't want to just split. I want to like split, but also for a certain length. One slice into two at an index. So I want to do it's not split, it's slice in JavaScript. So I want to go at a certain point for a certain length. Essentially, that's what I want. So I want Rust. Yeah, but I can't search it because the slice is a thing. How do I do array dot slice? in Rust. Ah! Can't. Ungoogleable. Essentially, I want. I'm not quite doing always the same comparison. Times anyway. What time do I have? Okay, so let's do a break because my thing is gone. I can ruminate on it for 5 minutes and we'll do our little. I'm going to mark the Rust thing as complete. We've released. Manager, and I'm going to run my ad again because why not? Let's pause this because we don't need to pause that. So the thing I'm trying to do is like split at a point for a certain number of items. Does that make sense? Yeah, I don't want it to change the original. I want. So what it's doing at the moment is, let's say we've got a big list. And you're splitting at 3. It's giving me the left and the right list. That's not what I want. I want to split at 3 for n items. So I want a slice, but I want to start that slice at a certain index for a number of indexes, essentially. Does that make sense? But how do I get into from start and finish of a slice? Do I make a new slice that starts at an index and ends at a particular index, or runs for a certain length? So that will return that slice. Okay. And what happens if I ask for it when the second one is too big? Like essentially we're getting into the realms of an array overflow here, but they don't exist in Rust, is my understanding. I guess we could just have it. I'll not code until we're back in programming. Yeah, still got some time. Cool. I should probably figure out how to change the title of my stream when I'm doing different things. I don't know how to do that. Edit stream info. Rust challenge on X. Here, CIM. It won't compile. So the compiler is smart enough to know that I've tried to access something bigger than the list length. How is it able to do that? Okay. Let's stream info updated. Bound checks. But how's that compile time? Can't you have... But there has to be runtime, because can't you have a... Yes, it's a fixed size array, but can't you have... Like, what if you're getting a response from a server? Like, you don't know how big that response is going to be. No? Maybe? I don't know. Let's try. So my idea here was we need to take a slice, as you say. So you're saying let new bit you said what was your thing? I ... Well, it's not an array, it's a slice, right? I plus first list.len. First list equals new bit blah. Like, that is going to overflow. So it wants me to do a reference to it. Or did I do ... What's this mean? Oh. Inclusive or exclusive range? Exclusive range. Oh, I don't know the answer to that. Okay, so we've got more tests passing. It's the super list that's not working. And so now we do it the other way around. For I in 0 first list len. And we're just doing the exact same thing but backwards. Equals first list I plus second list.len superlist. I think it might be inclusive. That's why that superlist.end didn't work. Oh, more failing. So maybe it's not inclusive. Panicked at range end index 10, but the range, so it is a runtime panic. I knew it was going to be a runtime panic. I plus so hold on. If I plus second list that len is greater than first list dot len. No. Greater than, yeah, first list dot len. We need to continue because we don't care anymore. Well, we want a break, actually. I assume we have a break. Same is true for here. But now we won't have any more panics. And then we just need a return comparison unequal. That's it. Boom! Winning at life. I assumed break was a thing because break's good enough. And then we don't need it. No warnings, no errors. Oh, beautiful. And how do I submit this? I guess I don't need cargo toml, but anyway. Sublist. Sublist. Woohoo! Nice one. Does it not show me? Improve my solution with mentoring. Want to get mentored by a friend? Use this link to invite friends, colleagues, or personal mentors directly to mentor your solution. Ooh, that's new. Okay, I'm going to throw myself into the fire and drop that into the Rust channel in my work. Apparently y'all can mentor me with that link. Please be gentle. I don't even know what that means. Past. Look at me. Do I want to learn from community solutions? Some stars. Oh my god. A.Windows. What? What am I even looking at? A B. Yeah, so that's what I was kind of doing accidentally. Returns an iterator over all continuous windows of length size. The windows overlap. The slice is shorter than size. The iterator returns no values. Essentially, that's what I was hoping to do. Kind of. Where's my thing gone? Where'd it go? It's here. Yeah, so A.len, B.len. So A Windows B.len. If there's any where that is equal to B, it's a superlist. otherwise unequal. See, that's the bit I don't understand. Oh, if m is greater than n. I've missed the if. Yeah. Should do a pair streaming on Advent of Code. Can we do Advent of Code still? I thought Advent of Code was over because it's not December. That's such a bizarre match. I don't know if I like that because it's hard to. Yeah, mine's quite verbose though. I don't know which of those two is actually easier to understand. Any hooser, let's go back to our Ember development. Where are we? I'll have Ember API docs. Okay, yeah, so we want to import search from. We have 6 years of problems. So you can actually just see that. Yeah, interesting. I'm definitely game for pairing when you are freed from your requirement of 20% on a Friday or a Thursday, whatever yours is. So did that work? Let's close all of these because now that I've done my Rust stuff, it can all go bye-bye. Pew, pew, pew. Did I break something? Oh, it's not running anymore. Cleaning up. No, not exorcism. Yarn start. Out to bounce. I'll try to listen in to the rest of the stream. Right, good luck, Locks. Happy to see you. Happy afternoons. Good to see you. Well, that's a funky tune. So, couldn't find module Ember tests fixtures search results. Tests fixtures search results. Let's copy project path, acceptance search test. Isn't it like Ember API docs or something? Could not find module Ember API docs tests. So maybe I just remove this. Oh, did that work? Aha, it did work. Fantastico. So now we've got a non-network search result test, and then we want to click the first one of these results. A. Must be an actual link. Yo, Dev Kajai? Kajai? Did I get that right? Kajai? Dev Kajai? I hope I'm close enough. Welcome to the chat. First time chat from viewer. Good to see you. So I'm trying to test. I guess we can find that because it should be drop down result, and then we can just do Kajai, Dev Kaj. I've forgotten what I said the first time now, to be honest. I wish there was a thing where people could like record the pronunciation of their handles like on various things, and you could click it or hover over it and hear it. So that'd be pretty cool. I'd love that. We should make it happen. Make it so. Link to blah. Link to. I'm just going to use the string because no, actually I don't like that. I'm going to put it in here. Data. Does sound like a good project idea or a new project idea. Data test search result. Something really weird happening in here. I don't know if I like it, but I'm going to put in data test search result there so I can click it here. And I should click the first search result. We should get our 404. What happened? Oh, this is what you get when you don't, you're not listening to your warnings, because they telling you interesting things. And then, ooh, an error? Is it a real error? Oh. So at this point, we want the current URL. I think I was given the right answer here. Bum 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 bum. I'm gonna go here. From Jen, we were pairing, and she said the correct one should be something along the lines as this. So if we remove the pause test and get rid of the dev mode, you must provide While generating a link to root, project version class. This could be the error. I bet you this is like a debug or something. That looks like a custom one. Root recognizer. Project generate, because we're going to drop down result. Yeah, so if we go back to our drop down results, in the link to, I don't know which one, anchor, missing project, I think. So, okay. So this is interesting. We can go into Heroku for a second and we can go and have a look at the Ember Heroku for Ember API docs. And we have interesting information here. Interesting information is that this is a hash that we know is good. We can probably do git bisect. We know the one we're on right now is bad. Go back to our okay, that one's also bad. Okay, what do I have? Don't need Mirage. Okay. I'm assuming that it would actually, this test will pass on the thing that's currently deployed. Also bad. Search input.hbs. Okay, this is interesting. So we want to git bash, then say that we're on bisect bad. Then we should git stash pop. There's conflict, which is expected. We want to use, yeah, so we don't care about that one because actually the thing we were changing wasn't the last line. It was like we were just putting a what? The only thing we're putting in here is the data test search, and then this one's probably going to explode because I think we can do this. Module version result.class result.name. This I think we can do that. Don't know. Don't know if that works. Oop.
Broadcasting now.
Sorry, I had to talk to Google for a second. Although we're almost done here because we're running out of time. Let's see if we can run this test once while I'm here. Whoa. It worked. Okay. It worked. That's mad. Search result. Let's drop a pause test and see if it whoa, look at that. It actually navigates. So we know git bisect good. Git stash git bisect good. Git stash pop. More conflicts. Come on. Data test. Excuse me. And the link to. Boom, 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 boom. Use me. Save. Yep, that's fine. Boom. A fail. Bad. Start rebuilding. Conflicts, come on. Same thing for you down here. Excuse me. Save you. Probably gonna work. Boom. And I think I still have my pause test. Doesn't matter because it's getting errors. Errors are the bad things. I mean, run code mods was the killer. Right, there's our answer. Right, folks, that's it for today. I'm going to sign off. I'm going to see if there's anybody to raid. Ooh, ADHD designer. is on. I think we've rated her before. Twitch.tv. Let me just open up the thing so I can make sure I don't get a pre-roll. I can join you on the raid. Start raid. So again, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Oh, I just got a big loud ad. Yeah, it was lots of fun. It was wonderful to see you folks and to chat and to hang out on this new day. Let's see if we can see if it works out for everybody and we can keep it up. And yeah, hopefully see you next week. Bye, y'all.